Hi guys, the lady here. Right, so tonight I'm making a leftover meal. On Sunday we had slow cooked beef in gravy and there's still some of that left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a baked burrito today. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so that's the leftover beef and gravy that we had from Sunday. It was absolutely gorgeous. So I don't want to waste that, so I'm just going to reuse that. I've got some tortilla wraps, which I'm going to wrap them in as well. I'm going to do a little bit of rice. I've got some peeled plum tomatoes, an onion, got the broccoli stalk there, don't waste that, it's lovely. Got some cheese to go on the top, and I'm going to add a bit of garlic powder, some onion granules, I've got some paprika, some ground cumin and some oregano. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get the rice on to cook, and then we'll chop up the onion and the broccoli stalks. Right, I don't need a lot of rice for this, so I'm going to half fill this cup. No, do you know what, I'm going to do a full one. Like so, and then I'm going to do 2 cups of boiling water. And I'm going to put a lid on that and just let that go until it's cooked, about 10-12 minutes. Right, so the first thing I want to deal with is the broccoli stalk. Just to take off the rough edges on the outside. I'm just going to cut it in half. Oh, actually, do you know what? I don't think I will be using that. Well, I'll get rid of that and we'll just have onions. Right, so I'm just going to chop up this onion. Just finely, however you want to be perfectly honest. Not so finely. I'm just going to put some oil in the pan and get that softened off, and we'll sort out the beef. Right, so I really wanted some broccoli in there, so I've decided that I had this in the fridge. Just going to cut this down and add that in just for a little bit. I'm going to let the onions go for a few minutes, and then we'll add these in. Otherwise it's just going to be rice and beef, however nice that is. Right, nearly done. Now I'll put this to one side till the onions are starting to soften, and then we'll just put this in with it. Right, so that's to one side for now. Now let's deal with this beef. Right, I'm going to take them off because I might have to get my hands in here. They are clean, I did start, just had broccoli and onions on it. So I'm going to use a bit of this gravy, but there was a few bits on here that was a bit gristly. I'm not wasting the meat, just want to get rid of them few gristly bits. And then that's how soft it still is, and this was 2 days ago, so I'm just going to break it all up like this, and I'm just going to get it into there. So I'll wash my hands off a few minutes, and I'm just going to carry on doing that, and then I'll come back to you. Right, so I've picked off the amount of beef that I want, so I'm just going to pop these into here just a couple of seconds. Rice is still doing nicely. What I'll do is I'll wait until 10 minutes, in fact that's about it. I'll just turn it off and just let that sit and steam. This is how I'm going to turn off. There we go. Now into here I'm going to put my spices, just a teaspoon of each. A bit of garlic. Any order, it's just what I'm picking them up as. Oregano. Onion granules. Make sure, I'm pleased they've got written on the lids, otherwise I'd probably end up putting the wrong lids on the wrong things again. Right, some cumin. Oh! You double like cumin. And paprika. So let them warm up through a little bit. Brings out the flavour a lot better if you do that. So this is all the beef that I've done. There is some left, but because this has only been in the fridge, I can still freeze the rest of it, and it can do for maybe, you know, pasties or whatever. So I'm just going to put that meat in there. And because it was so slowly cooked, gravy's gone all gelatinous, and I want a couple of them in there as well. Let's see how that's looking. You want, oh, lost a bit of broccoli. Got your back. Want a little bit, because the rice is going to be dry, we do want a little bit in here, but we have got some tomatoes that's going to go over the top as well. So I'm just going to let that warm through with all the spices, get to know each other, and then I'll come back to you. Right, and I did forget the seasonings. That wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something. About a quarter, that's a half a teaspoon, about a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So that'll just go in there. Give it a quick, and I'll put some salt and pepper in as well. Just a little bit. Right. So now, I don't have any passata, that's why I'm using the tin of tomatoes, but I'm literally just going to blitz the tomatoes up a little bit to make it more saucy. And then it's assembly time, it's as easy as that. Right, so the whole tomatoes I've just blitzed up. Oh, sorry. And then there's the juice out of the same tin. I'm thinking it depends on how many I get in here, whether I need to use a second tin. But the first thing we're going to do is put some on the bottom. Always remember to put a little bit of liquid on the bottom, because if you don't, the tortillas will stick. Right. So I have a tortilla here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the rice on here. Can you see that all right, guys? Just going to move that along a little bit. Put some rice in there. And some of our spiced beef. Like so. Right, now how I wrap them is I like to pull the sides in first, and then I push that over like that, sides in, push back, and then just wrap it. And then that's going to go same side down into my pan. I'll probably get another 3 in there, do you think? So I'm just going to carry on and I'll come back to you. Yeah, so I ended up getting 4 in there. And just going to pour the tomato sauce all over, just make sure that they're covered. I mean, if you get bits that haven't quite covered properly and that crispy, There's no harm in that either. But just use it all up. I don't think I'm going to need a second tin. I think that would just be wasteful. Spread it over. Right. So I've grated around about roughly 100 grams of cheddar. It's just what I've got in. Put that over the top. Now I'm going to use the mini oven for this one today. I don't really think I need to put the big oven on for this. And that'll go about maybe 180 for about 20 minutes, just to make sure it is all cooked all the way. Well, it's all cooked, but then it's hot all the way through. And then if I want to crisp up the top, I'll just turn it up to 200. So right, Ian doesn't finish work till about 7:20. So I'll put this to one side and I'll put it in just before he's about 20 minutes, half an hour before he's due home. So we'll see you then, guys. Right, so it's all done now. Ian's home. So it's just the matter of getting them out. They smell lovely though, don't they?
Well,
cheesy.
They do smell very cheesy.
Oh, I think I've ruined one.
I'm not going to ruin it. Look at that.
There we go. So there's me leftover beef burritos. So I think it's now taste testing time.
Certainly is. Right, got my weapons. It's taste testing time. Let's get it done. Yummy. That looks absolutely delish. If you can see that there, look, inside. Right. Dig in time. Nice crunchy on the top, cheesy. Trying to find some of that. There we go. Some of the beef in. Let's go for the full Monty. Big mouthful. Here we go. Cheers. Some veggie now as well.
Bit of broccoli.
That is really tasty. A little bit of spice in that.
Yeah.
Just a nice
quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne.
nice little tingle. That is lush.
I've got cumin, garlic powder, a few other bits and pieces.
That's really tasty. I like the little bit of heat. Thing is, with cayenne you don't need a lot, do you?
No.
That's just right. Absolutely delicious. Lovely, guys. Give that one a go. It's worth doing. Whoa.
Delicious what you can do with leftovers.
Well, it's leftovers, yeah? Spot on. And a few wraps. Some rice. Happy days.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong, can you? So, thank you again for watching, for liking, subscribing, commenting. Commenting. I was going to say commentating.
You can tell you've just come in from work.
I know. Trying to.
Your head's still on the bus, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's cold. It's cold tonight. Come in. Heating's been on. It's lovely and warm in here, so, and that'll warm me up inside. So yes, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. Keep all the comments coming. We try and deal with everyone, and the recipe ideas. We love the recipe ideas. I've got some more written down from the last couple of days as well. So we will catch you guys very soon.
Can I just say, I have one from Lorraine who sent me a recipe for stovies in May, and I've had it in my inbox all that time.
Yes.
And I'm going to do it next week.
Right.
So Lorraine Hepburn, I am going to do your recipe next week.
Nice one.
Sorry it's took so long. It just, we were going into the summer months, and I think it is a proper winter dish, and I think it's right ready now to do it. But I've still got it in me emails. Thank you very much for sending it, and I will be doing it.
I've just had one from Paul McGuinness for like a Brazilian stew, and that sounded really nice. So there's another one. Another winter warmer, he said. So that's another one on my list. When I'll be doing it, I don't know, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, enough of waffling. We will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for watching again.
Thank you so much.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.